Good morning. My name is Engineer Piyush Pandey, ladies and gentlemen, and today I am here to discuss with one of the most beautiful experiences of my life. It was year 2010. I was working as optical fiber communication engineer and radio walkie-talkie engineer for Delhi International Airport Terminal 3 on behalf of Wipro Technologies. So, since it was an airport, there were large number of airlines at that international airport, and we had to provide technical services to all the airlines. And since it was an international airport, the mode of communication of most of the airlines was English. Whenever we used to visit, in reference to sorting out the technical problems of various airlines, they used to talk to us in English. Whether it is British Airways, American Airways, Lufthansa Airways, Qatar Airways, Chinese and Japanese Airways, all the offices were there of different airlines, and our job was the service desk department. It used to lock down the complaint of different airlines staff, and then those complaints were forwarded to us, and then we had to move to various airlines offices to rectify the issues, the problems that they were facing. So in order to rectify their technical issues, we had to visit Chinese Airlines office, we had to visit Japanese Airlines office, we had to visit American and British Airlines office in that international airport Terminal 3. And so it was our daily activity. This was what we were appointed for. But just think for a while, ladies and gentlemen, we are Indians, our language is Hindi. But at that airport, I used to sort out the problem of Chinese Airlines also. At that airport, I used to sort out the problem of Japanese Airlines also, Qatar Airways also, American Airlines also, British Airlines also, Canadian Airlines also. And I used to go to offices of all these airlines almost on daily basis, because technical faults often happen on daily basis. So we had to take care that the communication problem should not occur, because if communication goes down, the entire process of airport will go down. It's a big loss for the entire airport if there is any kind of breakdown in communication. And we were looking after Motorola walkie-talkie handsets and base sets, and during those days Motorola walkie-talkie was the prime mode of communication. People, since it's a one-way mode of communication, it was very easy to convey the information to our colleagues in a proper way. So it was a daily affair. So when I was dealing with staff of different airlines, suppose I went to Chinese Airlines domain, and they were facing problem with some kind of network device. They cannot speak Hindi. I do not know Chinese. What is the mode of communication? Same problem Japanese Airlines also used to face. I used to go to their office to sort out their problem. They do not know Hindi. I do not know Japanese. What is the mode of communication? Same is the case with Canadian Airlines. Same is the case with American and British Airlines. Whenever I used to go to British Airlines office, they do not know Hindi. What is the mode of communication? Ladies and gentlemen, during those days, the prime mode of communication was English. I used to talk to those people only in English, because this time, English was a compulsion. Using English was a compulsion. Why? Because I do not know Chinese. Chinese people do not know Hindi. I do not know Japanese. Japanese Airlines people do not know Hindi. This was the reason that using English during those days was a compulsion for me. I worked for Delhi International Airport for 2 years, and consistently for 2 years I had to speak in English. I used to speak in Hindi only with the people who were belonging to my organization, Wipro Technologies. Inside the office of our own organization, we used to talk in Hindi, of course, because we are Indians. We were Wipro, and of course we understand Hindi. We can talk to each other in Hindi. We used to talk to each other in English during crucial meetings, but normally on a day-to-day basis we used to talk in Hindi. My manager used to talk to me in Hindi. All my colleagues used to talk to me in Hindi. Of course, why should we not talk in Hindi? We are Indians. We are Indians, we talk in Hindi. But what about that situation in which you have to communicate with those people who do not know Hindi at all? What about that situation where you have to talk to those people, where you have to write where you have to tell something by the mode of written communication to those people who do not know your language. In that case, the only savior is English language, because English is a global language. That is why it is very, very essential to have good command over English language, ladies and gentlemen. And one more benefit is it gives you international exposure. If you are having power of English speaking, you are having good command over English writing, it gives you international exposure. I got the opportunity of working with Delhi International Airport Terminal 3 and with all the international clients just because, due to God's grace, my English was little bit good at the time. During those days, I was a fresher. I had just completed my B.Tech during those days, and just after completing my B.Tech, I applied for the role of optical fiber engineer in Wipro Technologies, and I got selected. So because of God's grace, my English was little bit good, so they hired me. But after joining that organization, Delhi International Airport Terminal 3, I understood much about technical aspects of technical organizations, and along with that, I also found that my own personality was also changing in a better way. I was also learning how to communicate with international clients, how to understand the problems of international clients, and how to resolve those problems. Ladies and gentlemen, my 2 years at Delhi International Airport Terminal 3 as an optical fiber communication engineer on behalf of Wipro Technologies, those were the best days of my life because I was in constant touch with people from different countries. I got an opportunity to understand cultures of different countries. I got an opportunity to understand the mode of working of people from different countries. All because of getting this opportunity of working at Delhi International Airport. My experience says this thing, ladies and gentlemen, that if you want to grow in life, if you want to work on big projects, you must have good English speaking skills. It is very much required because in corporate organizations, all the official meetings, they happen in English. Time and again, you have to make presentations and show to your bosses that what progress you have done related to the work that has been assigned to you. Those presentations are made in English and then those presentations are delivered in English. Whenever your boss briefs you related to the new projects which the company is going to start, all those briefings, they happen in English. Entire corporate sector is based on English, ladies and gentlemen. That's why we say that you must have good English communication skills. Without English communication skills, you cannot grow in life. You cannot get big projects in your life. If you want to gain big projects in your life, if you want huge money in your life, you must have good command over spoken English. And let me ask you one question. Why people associate with international clients? Why international airport? Why dealing with American Airways and British Airways and Colombian Airways? Why? Why? Just to go international? Why? Because if you go international, you will have huge money. If you go international, you will have huge money. If you are running a successful business at national level and you are a rich person, you make little bit efforts, you go international, you will gain more money. You go international, you will gain more money. That's why people want to go international. But what is the prime criteria of going international? You must know their language. The prime mode of working in any organization is communication. How you communicate. How will you communicate if you do not know the language of the other person? And how will you communicate if you are working in such an atmosphere where people are using different types of languages and and they do not know the language of each other, but there is one prime language that everybody knows and that everybody is comfortable with, and that language is English. The example which I just told you, there were a large number of airlines at Delhi International Airport Terminal 3. They were using their own language inside their own office, but whenever they used to communicate with each other, there was only one option, and that is English. That's why having good command over English is very important, and try to have that command at college level. Please keep this misconception out of your mind that once you join the corporate sector, then you will become good in English. Not possible, ladies and gentlemen. Not possible. If you are not working on your English speaking skills at graduation and post-graduation level, Going ahead at corporate level, of course, your personality may change. Definitely it changes. Definitely new qualities get developed in your personality. But it is far better to have good command over spoken English right at college level. Right at college level. Have perfection over English speaking at college level. Read as many English books as you want, as you can, sorry. Watch as many motivational speakers of English on YouTube as you can. Try to participate in your college debate competitions and declamation competitions to have a good hold over English communication. Try to develop these things, ladies and gentlemen. If you are having good English speaking skills, you will get international projects. This is the final straightforward point that I want to tell you. If you are having good English communication skills, you will get international projects. You will go international. It will happen, ladies and gentlemen, if you are having good command over English speaking skills. And when you go international, your money increases. That's all for today, ladies and gentlemen. I hope that you loved my today's video. Please subscribe my channel, Piyush Pandey, Trainer, B.Tech MBA, and please press the bell icon for constant updates. Thank you very much. Have a great day.